Many migrant workers in Shandong province have been owing wages for more than 10 years. Expert, what exactly does Xi Jinping believe in? It's all covered in today's China Truths. Many migrant workers in Shandong province have been owing wages for more than 10 years. Numerous migrant laborers in Chongqing District, Jinan, located in Shandong province, have come forward with distressing claims of unpaid wages extending over a decade. Despite persistent efforts to seek compensation, their pleas have fallen on deaf ears. Responding to the matter, the local labor inspection department has asserted its inability to rectify historical grievances. These laborers embarked on their employment journey with Jinan Chongjian Construction Group between 2010 and 2013. The party at fault, Chongjian Group, finds itself associated with the unresolved wage disputes on its Iha City project. Reports to the Green Hornet Youth Guardian platform paint a disheartening picture, with migrant workers alleging that their wages have remained unpaid since 2013. The sums involved are substantial, ranging from over 50,000 yuan, about $6,838, to more than 200,000 yuan, about $27,354, for some individuals. The plight of these laborers is compounded by familial responsibilities, as they must provide for their children and elderly relatives while managing their day-to-day expenses. With the approaching Mid-Autumn Festival approaching, they find themselves empty-handed and unable to partake in the celebrations. In light of these allegations, Manager Zhu of the Long Arrow Group's Iha City project revealed that the total project revenue exceeded 20 million yuan, about $2.735 million, but due to its unfinished status, the actual receipts amounted to a meager sum of slightly over 3 million yuan, about $410,306. Consequently, he asserted a genuine lack of funds to fulfill the outstanding wage payments, which presently exceed 3 million yuan. However, migrant laborers countered this claim by asserting that the district government had allocated over 8 million yuan to Iha real estate. They contend that Manager Zhu concealed this crucial piece of information, deepening their mistrust and frustration. Furthermore, the local Labor Supervision Department, a division of the Bureau of Human Resources and Social Security, asserted their lack of authority to intervene. This response sparked criticism from netizens, with some highlighting disparities in how such matters are handled, commenting, if these were foreign workers, the labor union would mobilize and resolve the issue within minutes and, it appears to be a matter of principle, not finances. It's tough for rural laborers to earn a living, and yet they still face unpaid wages. Doesn't your conscience ache? Available information indicates that Shandong Iha Real Estate Company was established in 2006, boasting a registered capital of 50 million yuan, about $6.838 million. Presently, it grapples with various risks, including enforcement actions, height limitations, and ongoing legal proceedings. Expert, what exactly does Xi Jinping believe in? On the morning of September 22, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, who had been invited to Hangzhou for the opening ceremony of the Asian Games, made an unusual visit to Linging Temple, a renowned Buddhist site. Accompanied by his family, President al-Assad toured this historic temple, marking a significant departure from tradition. In a gesture of warm hospitality extended to the foreign dignitary and his entourage, Linging Temple broke with its century-old traditions. Firstly, the temple reopened its main entrance, which had remained closed for an extended period. Secondly, a grand red carpet was laid out at this entrance, a move not seen since Emperor Kangxi of the Qing dynasty graced the temple with his presence. Historically, even Emperor Qianlong, on a covert visit, was denied entry through the main entrance due to the lateness of the hour. Consequently, he accessed the temple through a side door, leading to the establishment of a rule prohibiting the use of the main entrance. Linging Temple, also known as Yunlin Temple, was founded in the first year of Xinhe during the Eastern Jin dynasty and boasts a heritage spanning over 1,670 years. It is situated in the northwest of Hangzhou's West Lake, nestled amid the picturesque landscape between Feilai Peak and North Peak at the base of Linging Mountain. At its zenith, The temple boasted an impressive 9 floors, 18 pavilions, and 77 halls and was home to 3,000 monks. It is not only China's oldest Buddhist temple but also ranks among the nation's top 10 ancient temples. Interestingly, Assad's visit to Linging Temple had received prior approval from Xi. As the ancient saying goes, there is heaven above and Suzhou and Hangzhou below, emphasizing the splendor of Hangzhou's landscapes and attractions. Given the abundance of scenic wonders in Hangzhou, one might question Xi's decision to have Assad visit Linging Temple. This choice may indeed appear unconventional. Although Xi is publicly associated with atheism as the leader of the Communist Party of China, human beliefs are intricate and often defy simple categorization. The question lingers, what are Xi's personal beliefs truly aligned with? Does he believe in gods and Buddhas? To understand Xi Jinping's beliefs, we must first delve into the life of his father, Xi Zhongshuan. Xi Zhongshuan held a prominent position within the CCP, with a career spanning different eras. During Mao Zedong's leadership, he ascended to the positions of Vice Premier and Secretary General of the State Council. In the Deng Xiaoping era, he became a member of the Political Bureau of the CCP and Vice Chairman of the National People's Congress. Xi Zhongshuan's legacy to his offspring encompasses a commitment to Buddhist principles, support for Qigong practices, and a core belief in offering assistance during times of need. These principles serve as a testament to the values and ideals passed down within the Xi family. During Xi Zhongshuan's tenure in Guangdong, he undertook a significant endeavor that left a profound impression on the Chinese Buddhist community. His efforts were focused on the restoration and re-enshrinement of the authentic remains of Huaining, the sixth ancestor of Zen Buddhism, within Nanhua Temple. This initiative demonstrated a deep commitment to the spiritual and cultural heritage of Buddhism in China. Xi Jinping, influenced by his father's actions and beliefs, may also hold strong personal convictions related to spirituality, including reverence for deities and Buddhist principles. On August 30, 2011, WikiLeaks made public a confidential cable, designated as 09 Beijing 3128, originating from the U.S. Embassy in Beijing and dated November 16, 2009. This cable contained valuable insights from an anonymous professor who was a close friend of Xi Jinping. The professor provided first-hand information about Xi's family background, upbringing, formative years, and political career, as well as personal impressions and assessments of Xi's character. The cable revealed that, at an early stage in his career, Xi Jinping displayed an interest in the supernatural aspects of Buddhism. During encounters with the professor, Xi exhibited a keen fascination with Buddhist martial arts, Qigong practices, and other mystical elements associated with health and well-being. Additionally, Xi showed remarkable familiarity with the sacred Buddhist site of Mount Wutai. While the professor couldn't definitively determine whether Xi held genuine religious beliefs or was merely seeking avenues to enhance his physical and mental health, it was clear that Xi had a profound belief in supernatural forces. Furthermore, Xi Jinping's public statements offer glimpses into his spiritual inclinations. During the Central Political and Legal Work Conference on January 7, 2014, Xi remarked, "In fact, those who make mistakes also have an account, and this account is recorded there. Once something happens to him, this account will be pulled out for you. Don't look at the fun you have today, be careful when you make a list in the future. This must be fulfilled. Don't do this kind of thing. There is a God 3 feet above your head, so you must have a sense of reverence." These words underscore Xi's underlying belief in a higher power and the importance of reverence in his worldview. Does he believe in fate? According to Ms. Guijun, the editor-in-chief of the Epoch Times, there's a notable anecdote from Xi Jinping's earlier career in Fujian. During this period, an expert reportedly advised him that he would ascend to the pinnacle of leadership within the CCP, essentially taking the reins as the top leader in the future. This counsel appears to have had a lasting impact on Xi's demeanor and approach. Subsequently, he adopted a cautious and low-key persona, driven by a deep-seated fear of committing errors or overlooking significant matters. Li Rui, a prominent figure who once served as Mao Zedong's secretary and as the former executive deputy director of the organization department of the CPC Central Committee, played a role in promoting Xi's career. In the summer of 2004, during Xi's tenure as the secretary of the Zhejiang Provincial Party Committee, he invited Li Rui to dine with him in Hangzhou. During this meeting, Li Rui encouraged Xi to voice his opinions, given his elevated status. Xi's response reflected his circumspection, stating, "You can engage in peripheral activities, but how can I dare?" In November 2012, at the 18th National Congress of the CCP, Xi Jinping indeed assumed the roles of General Secretary of the CPC Central Committee and Chairman of the Central Military Commission. In March of the following year, at the first session of the 12th National People's Congress, he also took on the presidency. The prescient advice received from experts had, without a doubt, materialized into reality. Consequently, Xi may hold the belief that his ascendancy to Zhongnanhai was a destiny awaiting fulfillment. 3. Does he believe in dragon veins? Throughout Chinese history, rulers have placed immense significance on safeguarding the dragon veins, believing that these energy channels are intricately linked to the fate of both the emperor and the nation. The prevailing belief is that the presence of dragon veins ensures a long and prosperous life for the monarch and enduring fortune for the country. Notably, the Qinling Mountains, once known as the Zhongnan Mountains, have been venerated as a sacred place, often referred to as the abode of gods and the earth. Esteemed feng shui masters of antiquity regarded the Zhongnan mountain range as a dragon vein, and it was deemed the most auspicious location for an emperor's residence. Without the blessings bestowed by the Qinling dragon veins, the ancient city of Xi'an, which served as the capital for 13 dynasties, might never have come into existence. Upon assuming power, Xi Jinping received a concerning report in 2014 regarding the unauthorized construction of numerous villas in the Qinling Mountains, posing a significant threat to the ecological equilibrium of this vital region. The year 2014 marked a pivotal juncture in the power dynamics within the Chinese Communist Party, with Xi Jinping endeavoring to assert control through his anti-corruption campaign. This campaign placed him in confrontation with Jiang Zemin and Xing Qinghong, who had wielded significant influence. Amidst the fervent drive against corruption and powerful figures, Xi also maintained a vigilant stance regarding the issue of illegally constructed villas in the Qinling Mountains. Between 2014 and 2018, Xi Jinping issued 6 directives emphasizing the imperative of demolishing these illicit structures in the Qinling region. It was only in July 2018, following Xi's 6th directive, that Su Lingyi, Deputy Secretary of the Central Commission for Discipline Inspection, assumed leadership of the Central Special Rectification Working Group. This marked the commencement of a hands-on approach, as Su personally oversaw operations in Shaanxi Province. At this juncture, Hu Heping, the secretary of the Shaanxi Provincial Party Committee, finally initiated tangible actions, resulting in the demolition of 1,185 illegally constructed villas in the Qinling Mountains. Xi Jinping's resolve extended beyond the demolition efforts, as he took action to remove numerous officials from the former Shaanxi Provincial Party Committee, the provincial government, the Xi'an Municipal Party Committee, and the municipal government due to their perceived resistance and disobedience. Hu Heping, who had served as the secretary of the Shaanxi Provincial Party Committee, initially enjoyed a close rapport with Xi Jinping. However, his perceived inability to safeguard the dragon vein led to his reassignment from Shaanxi Province to the role of Minister of Culture and Tourism. The root cause of this stern legal action traces back to Xi Jinping's profound conviction that the illicit construction of villas in the Qinling Mountains posed a threat to the integrity of dragon veins, impacting matters of paramount importance to him. These measures underscored Xi's unwavering commitment to both the anti-corruption campaign and the restoration of order in the Qinling Mountains. On April 24, 2020, Xi Jinping undertook a special visit to the Qinling Mountains in Shaanxi for an inspection. During this visit, she conveyed, the Qinling Mountains, bridging the divide between north and south and spanning the entire nation, represent the central watershed of our country, the ancestral cradle of the Chinese nation, and a vital symbol of Chinese culture. Given Xi's profound emphasis on dragon vein protection, Zhao Yide, the current secretary of the Shaanxi Provincial Party Committee, has assumed the role of provincial forest chief for the Qinling area. This role entails personal responsibility for safeguarding the dragon veins, a clear demonstration of loyalty to Xi Jinping. 4. Does he believe in prophecies? In the wake of events transpiring after March 2023, widespread rumors, both domestically and internationally, began circulating in the media regarding Xi Jinping's purported anti-corruption actions targeting high-ranking officials within the rocket force. Based on current media reports, these speculations seem to hold credence. The repercussions of the rocket force case have extended to General Li Shangfu, who currently serves as a member of the Central Military Commission, State Counselor, Defense Minister, and Minister of Original Equipment Development, resulting in his dismissal from his post. Additionally, it has been reported that General Zhu Gansheng, the current commander of the Strategic Support Force, and Lieutenant General Shang Hong, the current deputy commander of the Strategic Support Force, are under scrutiny for potential involvement in the rocket force matter. The sudden downturn in the fortunes of these rocket army commanders has ignited speculation, with some attributing it to prophetic beliefs. The Epoch Times has received information from a credible source shedding light on Xi Jinping's belief in a prophecy and his underlying fear of mortality. The prophecy in question contained imagery of individuals wielding bows and arrows, which Xi interpreted as corresponding to modern rockets. This belief prompted him to take decisive action, including the withdrawal and arrest of rocket troops, constituting a significant motivation behind these actions. The 46th illustration within the renowned Tang Dynasty prophecy book, Tuibei II, is accompanied by a poetic passage that reads, "There is a soldier with a bow who only says that I am a white-headed man. There is a golden sword hidden in the east door, and the warrior enters the imperial palace through the back door." Some individuals have suggested that pulsatilla, a term in the passage, could be linked to Xi Jinping, as the traditional Chinese character Xi bears a resemblance to the character white with you at the forefront. The phrase "there was a soldier with a bow" explicitly indicates the presence of an armed soldier holding a bow, drawing a vivid image reminiscent of ancient long-range weaponry such as bows and arrows. In a contemporary context, these long-range weapons find their parallel in missiles, precisely the armament under the purview of the Chinese Communist Party's rocket force. The mention of the golden sword hidden in the east gate and the warriors entering the imperial palace through the back door further suggests a military connection and hints at a potential mutiny. These prophetic indications raise the possibility that someone within the rocket army harbored intentions of rebellion. It's worth noting that in the annals of the CCP's history, a significant event occurred on September 13, 1971, when the second-ranking figure of the Communist Party and eminent military marshal, Lin Biao, along with his family, tragically perished in a plane crash in Wendarin, Mongolia. There exists a theory suggesting that Mao Zedong may have ordered the plane's downing using missiles. 5. Believe in Marxism-Leninism? The Communist Party of China subscribes to the guiding ideology of Marxism-Leninism. During the 19th National Congress of the CCP, Xi Jinping elevated Wang Huning, often referred to as the chief think tank and who had been placed alongside Xi by Jiang Zemin and Xing Qinghong, to a significant role within the Standing Committee of the Political Bureau of the CCP, with a focus on ideological matters. Following Wang Huning's assumption of this role, he consistently reinforced Xi Jinping's commitment to Marxist-Leninist principles. A noteworthy event occurred on October 31, 2017, after the 19th National Congress of the CCP, when Xi Jinping, along with 6 newly appointed members of the Standing Committee of the Political Bureau of the CCP, visited Shanghai. At the site where the National Congress of the CCP had convened in the past, they raised their fists and pledged their unwavering dedication to the cause of communism, a doctrine advocated by Karl Marx, known for his promotion of atheism. The concept of going to Shanghai to take the oath may have originated with Wang Huning. On May 4, 2018, the CCP convened a significant conference in Beijing to commemorate the bicentenary of Karl Marx's birth. During this event, Xi Jinping delivered a keynote speech wherein he asserted that commemorating Marx amounted to paying homage to the greatest thinker in human history. It is highly likely that the contents of Xi's speech were crafted under the organizational guidance of Wang Huning and underwent his review. On December 16, 2021, Hugh Hewitt, a prominent figure in American media, published an op-ed in the Washington Post in which he asserted that Wang Huning, one of the 7 members of the Standing Committee of the Political Bureau of the CCP, exercised an extraordinary influence over Xi Jinping's ideological perspectives. Hewitt even referred to Wang Huning as the most dangerous person in the world in terms of his ideological influence on Xi Jinping. This perspective holds merit when considering that, within just 5 years after the 19th National Congress of the CCP, Xi's leadership trajectory shifted. This transformation can be attributed, in large part, to Wang Huning's adept utilization of Marxist-Leninist principles to sway Xi and encourage his adherence to the fundamental tenets of Marxism-Leninism. In essence, Xi Jinping's beliefs encompass a complex amalgamation of contrasting ideologies. On one hand, deeply rooted in his convictions, he holds beliefs in deities, destiny, dragon veins, and prophecies, all of which emanate from China's rich traditional culture. On the other hand, he also adheres to the principles of Marxism-Leninism, which, in stark contrast, advocate atheism and are rooted in foreign ideologies that challenge traditional and universal values. These opposing belief systems are fundamentally at odds. It is an irrefutable reality that divine entities are unlikely to offer protection to individuals who neither believe in nor show reverence for them. Xi Jinping's simultaneous adherence to both theism and atheism presents an ideological dilemma, making it exceedingly difficult for him to chart a coherent path forward. This inherent conflict contributes significantly to the narrowing of Xi's political maneuverability and the mounting challenges he currently faces. On September 22, Xi Jinping extended an invitation to foreign dignitaries to visit the Linging Temple, signaling his continued contemplation of matters related to spirituality and faith. In these precarious times, Xi may find a resolution to his predicament by reconsidering his commitment to Marxist-Leninist atheism and returning to the path of the firm belief that there is a God 3 feet above his head as a means to navigate his challenges. Don't forget to comment in the section below to share your opinions on today's topic with us. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more interesting topics from China Truths.